Time Warner Cable's local edition. I'm Brad Pomerance. Bryan Urias is joining us. He is a board member with the Upper San Gabriel Valley Municipal Water District. A few years ago, we may not have been talking about water in positions like yours, but boy, water is really at the front of mind. Talk to us about how the San Gabriel Valley, Southern California, is doing in terms of the drought.
Well, the state of California is experiencing the biggest drought since the 1970s, most significant. And that across the state has already caused significant shortages where you're seeing cities have no access to water, they're running out of water.
But what's so interesting, if I may, sir, is that normally when we think of drought, we would think Southern California would be hardest hit, Northern California would be fine. It's not that way this time.
It's not that way because Southern California has been leading the way in conservation efforts. The actual amount of water that we consume has actually equaled to the amount that we've been consuming, say, 20 years ago.
How?
Because we've been aggressive. But that doesn't save us from the current drought. Right now, we may be okay in regards to having water saved up. But in a couple of years, if this drought continues, we're going to be seeing the same rationing and the same reductions that the rest of the state of California is facing.
So what can we do as San Gabriel Valley residents, as Angelenos, as Californians?
Hit conservation, hit it hard. The Metropolitan Water District, which we're a member agency of, recently just doubled the amount of water available for rebates such as water efficient toilets, dryers, washers, retrofits for toilets. And actually you can visit saveourh2o.com for tips on how to conserve, from basic lifestyle changes to turning off the faucet when brushing your teeth, to taking shorter showers, or going to SoCalWatersmart.com where you actually could find the rebates for residential customers and businesses that are available.
As we speak today, I understand that the California legislature has decided to put a bond measure on the ballot in November. It's been coming for 3 cycles, and it's finally here. What can you tell us about the bond, and if you've taken a position on it, if the agency's taken a position on it?
We're supportive. The bond is highly important because actually the amount of money that we've invested in our infrastructure it hasn't happened in quite a while. Our infrastructure goes back to the 40s and 50s. So that's what we're living on. It's highly important that we get those resources available from the state through the bond to be able to invest in recycled water or to improve our basic infrastructure, such as our pipes that deliver the water to our homes. The San Gabriel Valley is depending on this bond tremendously because there's going to be millions of dollars for groundwater contamination cleanup, and also,
which I know is an issue in the San Gabriel Valley.
And also millions of dollars available for recycled water usage, which Upper District has been a leader.
What about the question of storage? Because that, in the end, becomes the big rub. There's underground storage, which is groundwater. There's above ground storage, which dams, whatever you want to call it. Where are we landing on that front?
Well, it's different for the entire state, and the bond needs to be able to, answer the needs of everyone throughout the state. In some areas, storage is more important.
But we have a precious, Southern California,
we have a precious storage unit that we have, our groundwater aquifers. So we don't need the storage. We have the storage capacity.
Do they need to be recharged, or
yes? But that's where the bond money comes in, from reducing the amount of water we use right now, to be able to use recycled water, conservation. But the issue with ours is that we depend on 20% imported water to recharge.
It's complicated, but I know you're enjoying what you're doing. His name is Bryan Urias. He is a board member with the Upper San Gabriel Valley Municipal Water District. My name is Brad Pomerance, and this is Time Warner Cable's Local Edition.